Before I start this video, I would like to announce a spoiler alert. If you've not completely seen the movie, you should definitely turn away now, or forever be spoiled. Anyways, you have been warned, now let's get on with it. Welcome back everyone, it's Arcus here, and I'm back again with another movie review. So this time I'm taking a look at a Netflix original called When We First Met, which stars Adam Devine as Noah, Alexandra Daddario as Avery, and as well as a couple of other actors. But these two are the main characters in the entire movie. So the plot in this movie centers around Noah, which he meets Avery a couple of years ago. They have a really fun time. They meet at a party and so forth, and you can tell he's really into her. So therefore, he's trying to make everything possible so that they can end up together. But somehow he misses out and he gets placed in the friend zone. And ever since then they fast forward a couple of years and you're at Avery's wedding and she's about to marry her future husband, which is called Ethan, which is played by Robbie Amell. So they're there at the gathering and Noah's there as well, but he gets drunk and he gets really upset because he always thought he was the one supposed to be with Avery. So therefore he's not feeling very well, and he goes back and he sits and he cries and so forth, and he goes into this photo booth, which I don't know why they have, because I haven't seen those in a really long time. But either way, he finds a photo booth, he goes in there, he takes a couple of pictures, he just wishes he can go back to that very same night a couple of years ago and just redo everything. And then funny things happen. The next morning when he wakes up, nothing is as it's supposed to be. He wakes up and all of a sudden he checks his phone and the dates don't add up. This year has already happened. And then he discovers that he actually went back in time and the universe is trying to tell him, well, we'll give you another chance to make this happen. So then you get to see him trying to make, different approaches to Avery at this party, trying to, make a different outcome of it. And you actually get to see a couple of different outcomes, because he wakes up and it sort of goes in a loop a bit. So then we fast forward a couple of years forward and all of a sudden he's married to Avery and he's rich and all that, but he doesn't seem happy and she doesn't seem happy with him. So therefore he's not happy with that either. So he keeps trying to go back and forth. And so the movie is really, it gives you a lot of things to think about, how actually things happen for a reason, Because by the end of the movie he actually realizes, because when they first meet up at the party he thinks that they all have all of these cool things in common, because they're going to a costume party and she's dressed as, I don't recall what it's from, but it's something that he recognizes and absolutely loves. So then she plays along that she likes it as well. But later on in the movie you figure out that it's actually her roommate which is in love with this and picked the outfit for her. So they really tie it together very nicely, because you realize that Noah is actually supposed to end up with Carrie is instead, which is the roommate of Avery, and you realize he's supposed to end up with her instead, because they have this connection that he thought he had with Avery, but it was actually Carrie who liked all of these things the entire time. And you get to see that Avery and Ethan were actually supposed to be together because they're more fit together. So it was really nicely made. It summed up everything really good in the ending, and I really did enjoy the movie. And let me just say, Alexandra Daddario, she is such an amazing actress, and she's so gorgeous. She's so amazing to watch. And so there's a lot of comedy in the movie, which I guess it's sort of accounted for when you have Adam in it, because he's been in a lot of comedy. I think he does exclusively comedy movies. I could never see him doing anything else. He even had a recurring role in Modern Family, so that just shows that he's a comedy actor. And all of the other actresses and actors, they do this really well as well. So the movie is glass. I think it's mostly a comedy, and there's a bit of romance in it as well if you think about it, but it's mostly comedy. And it's a Netflix original, so for original movies I have to say Netflix is stepping up their game. They're producing so many more original series and movies, and they're putting down time in them. They're actually making them in good quality. Because they could be like they do a bunch of small projects and they don't end up well, but they really make them work and they actually fund them so that they're not crappy movies. They're actually enjoyable to watch. So this movie, When We First Met, I definitely recommend you should go see it. I mean, sure, it's not the best movie out there, but it's definitely a enjoyable movie to watch. So I would definitely recommend it from my point of view. So my rating for it, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm not giving it any higher is because, well, I mean, it's hard to say really, but I think that there could have been a lot of other different things that they could have done better with it, because sometimes it feels a bit cliche, you know, the way the entire thing plays out, and the whole storyline concept is, yes, I get why they do it, but it's a bit weird in some parts, but they somehow make it work, and I mean, you watch it because you want to watch an enjoyable movie. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So there you have it. That's my review of When We First Met, a Netflix original. As always, if you got any thoughts, comments, or anything you want me to review next, just drop a comment down below, and I'll see what I can do. And I'll see you next time. Bye!